Hi, my name is Frederick Whitmer, and I'm reading to you today a great story about anger. Have you ever been angry? Well, if you ever have, this story is for you to understand how you can dissipate some of that anger, because this story is called Rufus and his angry tale. And it is an angry tale. This is Rufus, and this is his horn. Rufus plays his horn a lot, as you can see. Whenever Rufus played his horn, he wagged his tail. And when he couldn't find his horn, look at his tail. Rufus's tail drooped. But one day, Rufus did something very different. Something angry. Let's see what it is. Rufus was standing on a big rock and playing his horn. His tail was wagging happily when Ava, that's the lamb over here, Ava came along with a bucket full of mud. Now, Ava looks very excited about the mud, and she set down the bucket and said, "Hey, Rufus! Can I use your horn to stir this mud?" Rufus's tail began to bristle. His horn was for playing, not for stirring, especially not stirring mud. He didn't want his horn all muddy, and you can understand that, can't you? You wouldn't want your toys to be all muddy. So, Ava stirred the mud with her hoof. She began to make mud pies. "She's making a terrible mess," Rufus grumbled to himself. She'd better stop. But she didn't, because she discovered that her mud pies needed squishing. And what a mess she made! Look at all the mud squishing up and Rufus jumping back. Ava's happy squishing the mud. Rufus's tail, however, bristled and twisted, and he decided to play his horn somewhere else. So, Rufus found a log by the stream where he could play his horn. He tooted his horn and played a song for the clouds. He tooted his horn down and played a song for the rocks. See him playing the song of the rocks? He sounded amazing. But now, Ava's mud pies were ready, and she wanted to sell them right where Rufus was playing his horn. "Pies for sale," Ava called. "Fresh mud pies, extra squishy, come and get 'em." Well, Rufus's tail bristled and twisted and prickled. He'd had enough. And he'd had enough of Ava and her mud pies, so he blew his horn right in her face. And she tumbled to the ground, and so did most of her mud pies. But Ava did not stay around for long. She thought Rufus was playing, so she grabbed his horn and tooted right back. And Rufus was so surprised that he stumbled, and he fell right into the stream. Rufus's tail bristled and twisted and prickled and shook. His fur felt hot. His insides felt tingly. He was very angry with Ava. "Stop! I don't like that," he yelled, and Ava stopped. "You took my horn. You got mud on me, and now I'm all wet." He didn't like that. And Ava's tail curled under. "I thought you wanted to play," Ava said. "I'm sorry I made you so mad, Rufus." Rufus didn't know what to say. He dove underwater to wash the mud from his tail and wash the mud from his fur. Ava said she was sorry, and Rufus's tail relaxed. So he prayed to himself, "Dear God, I'm tired of feeling angry. Help me not to be so angry anymore, so that I can feel more peaceful. Amen." Rufus popped back up. "I forgive you, Ava," he said. "I know you didn't mean to make me angry." "Will you play with me?" Ava asked hopefully, and Rufus's tail began to wag again. "Yes," he said, "but first, you need a bath too." And that is the end of the story. With a little prayer, Rufus's anger went all away, and they played again and again and again. Have a lovely day.